Good evening everyone. Good evening. Present over here. Myself Piyush Burman. Today we learn about linear and angular kinematics. So we can start our class. First one is linear motion. Linear motion is the movement along with a straight line, either horizontally, vertically, and diagonally. That means linear motion is it it can be horizontally, it can be vertically, and it can be diagonally. So example, you can see here one man cycling on a road and an apple is falling straight down. So these are the example of linear motion. So next slide. Angular motion. What is the angular motion? Angular motion is when movement in a circular path around a fixed axis. So example, a rotating wheel. These wheels are rotating, but there are a fixed axis are there. So this is the fixed axis and the wheel is rotating. Same like as ball and the world, the ice skating. So these are the example of angular motion. So next slide, kinematics. So kinematics, there is the one tricks when you say in m is present, so that's mean the motion will be there. Let's see. Kinematics has been referred to the geometry of motion, and it describes the motion of term of time, displacement, velocity, and acceleration. So kinematics, it can be in a straight line or linear kinematics, or it can be in a fixed x point or fixed axis. So it can be a fixed axis that called the angular kinematics. So we go to the next slide, distance and displacement. So what is the distance? So at first we know what distance is. The distance is a scalar quantity that refer to how much ground of an object has covered and during its motion. And second one is the displacement. So what is the displacement? Displacement is a vector quantity that refer to how far out of place an object is. So it is the object overall change in the position. So understood the difference between distance and displacement. So next the one examples you can see here. So this man work start from here and he go to our the B, then C, then D. So these are the distance. He travel 3, 5 and 3 again. These are the distance. But when this man start from A and finish again to the A, so what are the displacement? So displacement is here 0. Why 0? Because this man start from here and start here and finishing here. So start and finishing point is the same place. That's why the displacement is 0. So we go to the next slide. So speed and velocity. What is the speed and what is the velocity? Speed is nothing how fast an object cover is moving. How fast an object is moving, that called the speed. So you can see the unit of the speed, meter per second and kilometer, and speed, how to measure the speed? Formula is speed equal to distance by taken time. So next is speed and velocity content. You can see the what is speed formula, total distance, total time. And what is the velocity? Velocity formula is the VAV, that's mean the average velocity, and delta x, that's mean the displacement, and delta t taken time. So calculating average speed or velocity. So rate of change of distance, that called the speed, and rate of change of the displacement, that called the velocity. So next is speed and velocity. So velocity is the vector quantity that refers the rate of which an object changes position. So you can see at the example, this car. Imagine this car travel 100-meter speed. 100-meter cover in 10 seconds in straight line. So the velocity is 10 meter per second, and the unit are meter per second, and velocity equal to, that means displacement by taken time. Understood? So go to the next slide. The acceleration. What is the acceleration? Acceleration is a vector quantity that is defined rate of change of speed. So rate of change of velocity is the acceleration. So an object is the acceleration if it is changing its velocity. So rate of change of velocity, that called the acceleration. So you can see here the acceleration formula, the delta v by delta t. Delta v means velocity and taken time. So unit, what are the unit, the acceleration? So meter per second square. So why meter per second square? We know the formula of acceleration. So delta v, velocity means velocity by taken time. So we know the formula of velocity. Velocity means distance by time, displacement by time. So if we calculate the formula, so we got the meter per second square and km per hours. So next is the constant and uniform velocity. What is the constant velocity? At first we know the constants mean same distance, same time. One object cover the same distance within the same time. That called the constant acceleration. So we know the definition of acceleration. Acceleration means change of rate of velocity, that called the acceleration. So constants mean in the same time cover the same distance. So sometime and the acceleration object will change its velocity by the same amount each second. So this is referred to as constant acceleration, since the velocity is changing by constant amount each second. So you can see at the formula of acceleration, v minus u by t. So v means final velocity and u means initial velocity. So we go to the next slide. Uniform motion, uniform velocity. Uniform means same velocity. So you can see here the a body is said to be constant or uniform velocity if cover the equal distance, equal interval of time, however small interval may be. So we know the uniform velocity. What is the uniform velocity? In a body or in a object, it can be it cover the same distance in same interval of same time. So it called be the uniform velocity. So next, the angular motion. So you can see here the picture. This all are the angular motion. So angular motion come under the angular velocity, number of revolution per unit time, or radian per unit time, or the degree unit time. And next is angular acceleration, rate of change of angular velocity, and radians. So can you tell me 1 radians equal to how much degree? So if you calculate the 1 radian, so you can get the 57.27 degree. So 1 radian equal to 57.27 degree. So the next is related term in the angular motion, in the period and frequency. These are the nothing. Period is the time taken by object complete the revolution, and frequency it is the motion time. Frequency refer to the several revolution the second. So next up the net question. You can see here these all are the net related question. You watch carefully the net question and try to solve it. So thank you so much.